pH. Fastest way to do that, alkaline water. And, I'm just going to give you the telephone number, and you can just, you can call them, you can talk to them about their water purifier. It's an excellent unit. I love it. It was $895. It's, you can just tell them Dr. Kim gave them, Dr. Kim Mateo gave you the telephone number. I'd ask for Greg, Greg, 818-698-2088. And again, that's 818-698-2088. And that's on the alkaline water machine. They also have an air purifier. And, this is what's going to help take care of the things, the pathogens that make their way into your house. This air purification system. And hey, really, $299 for the quality that it is really a good savings. I mean, I spent $1,500 on two units quite a while back, quite a few years ago back. And, just the cost of having to keep buying all the filters and stuff is a hassle. So this one here, you don't have that expense, and but that's their air purifying system. And then the alkaline water machine, which is $895, and the air purifier is $299. So just tell them that Kim Mateo gave you the telephone number, and you want to talk to Greg. 818-698-2088. That's better than just emailing me and a lot of people asking and stuff like that. So I just figured it's just
call the man himself.
It's just easier to just give you the telephone number. They have outstanding products. They're affordable, and that's the thing, because there's a alkaline water machine out there, and a lot of people buy it and swear by it. They took one apart, and you'll be real happy with what you get, for sure. And that other unit's over $4,200, so
wow.
That's cost prohibitive.
Right.
I mean, come on.
Right.
Even $895 is ouch for a lot of families, but it's doable. It's doable.
But then again, it kind of goes back to what you keep saying week after week. You're gonna either pay for it now, or you will pay for it later.
Yeah, there's one way or the other.
Take your choice, I mean.
Yeah, you're going to pay for it. So it's in, hospital bills and prescriptions, it's just...
And then all the stuff that you can't put a price on.
Right, like your life.
Right.
Your life. So, so there's a lot, that's being said on the Ebola as far as, what has transpired so far. And it's, like I said, the immune system, the alkaline water, the alkaline foods. The broccoli and cabbage and Brussels sprouts, the cruciferous vegetables, garlic, onions, they are the best for the immune system. Kale and Swiss chard are so high in also, bringing the body into a higher pH, but they're also just so saturated with nutrients that, as I've said before, a quarter to a third of a pineapple, and chop that up, put some coconut milk in it, about a half a cup, and a handful or two of field greens, and a handful of spinach, and maybe two kale leaves, not much more than that. And it's terrible if you do. And then you can blend that up. It's you can add some Swiss chard to that, and a little bit. So you've got just this mega powerhouse of nutrition, and it's finely blended, and your system just absorbs it. You don't have to really do any kind of there's no breakdown process that the digestive tract really has to go through. It just absorbs all these awesome nutrients. And spinach is high in vitamin K, which stops bleeding internally. So vitamin K is what stops hemorrhaging. And but the other things that are important as well is having on hand the silver, whether it be the silver shelled liquid, the silver gel, frankincense and myrrh. The essential oils. They're antibacterial. So something like that. Lavender as well. To be used. Then there's, the colostrum product with the immune factors. The, colostrum to build the immune system, that's the first food. And it's loaded with all kinds of antibodies. So it strengthens. It's also strengthens and builds the immune system. It is also where the lactase enzyme is introduced into the digestive tract to trigger the culturing of the lactose enzyme. Okay, so that naturally in the gut, so that you are able to digest down dairy products. So it's the immune factors in that is like the reishi mushroom, which is antiviral, antibacterial, antioxidant. Everybody can take it. It's not this combination that's put together is something that everybody can take.
Okay.
So there's a variety of different mushrooms there, and those are all immune supportive. They're adaptogens. They help with energy, help with stamina. They strengthen the immune system. They build the bloodstream. So it's extremely beneficial, to have that on hand. I just have people open and empty that capsule. If it's with a child, one capsule. If they're under 5, one capsule. And then open and empty one capsule of the probiotic 11, which is all of the different, 11 different good bacterias in megadoses that works so well with just, you can do that in the colostrum with immune factors before you go to bed. Or if they're sick, give it to them twice a day. And but under 5, one capsule of each. You mix that up in just a couple tablespoons of applesauce so that you get it down them. And then pretty much rule of thumb is one capsule per 50 pounds of body weight. So if they weigh under 50 pounds, one capsule. And if they weigh 100 pounds, 2 capsules. Okay, and that's how I would gauge that. Okay. And if they're really sick, they can do that twice a day. As a preventative, because it's just good stuff that needs to be in the system. And we're, trillions of cells die off every day in our body. And then the things that you're exposed to in the daytime, if you're out and about, it is amazing what the immune system has to deal with on a daily basis. So it's pretty incredible. It's amazing the way that the body functions and how those things correct themselves and keep us well. But we have to deliver the nutrition to keep that system working.
Right.
And if we're feeding it a bunch of artificial sweeteners and gluten and artificially flavored things, and the sugars that are cooked at 2,500 degrees so that they're completely totally dead. They're completely totally dead. It doesn't deliver any nutrients to the body. So a lot of people can run the system really, really down and running on empty
Right.
running on empty,
I'm
and
guilty of that myself.
And expect that when you get sick, it's like, wow, why am I not getting well quicker? So.
Oh, I thought that was just age.
Yeah. No, you can't blame that one on me. That's the knees. That's age. The knees. But, yeah, so elderberries, I've talked about that before. That's another thing. I make sure that the girls are taking, and we're taking the capsules, but I buy them the elderberry chewies that are real high antioxidant, but elderberry inhibits viruses to attach on the cell. And the chewables, the superhero elderberry chewables are delicious, and the little ones really, really like them. And sometimes it's nicer to just chew 4 of those instead of swallowing 2 of those capsules. So, guilty of it too, sometimes robbing their chewy bottle. But they're pretty tasty. It's like the Tygo, the Tygo liquid. My brother in Washington State, he says, don't send me any more of that stuff. It's a kick butt antioxidant, and it's testing up against a lot of the liquid antioxidant drinks out there. It holds its own out there in the front furlough. But the thing is that he always says to me, please, don't send me any of this stuff. It's just it's so addicting that he cannot just take the 1 ounce shot of it a day. To drink it. He said it's like, you got to pour me a glass, and then you got to pour me another glass, and then before you know it,
you're amped up.
It's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone. And it costs too much to drink, and it's like, yeah. He said, like, if he was rich, and he could drink, like, some people spend so much money on a bottle of wine. He would love to be able to afford, the $25-26 on each 25-ounce bottle of that stuff. He would love to be able to drink it down. But and that has, as a matter of fact, there is people with glaucoma, for instance. There's a lot of things that people got boost the immune system and overcome a lot of things with that base of the Tygo, that Tygo liquid, added to whatever regime that they're doing to build health and to regain their health. And it's that Tygo dehydrated that is the base of what the chewables for the children is. That's what that base is made from. So it's really excellent product line for the children, as well as that Tygo is really good. But glaucoma, there's been a lot of people who had dramatic and quick improvement when they started drinking the Tygo, to the point where they no longer had glaucoma. So that's been that's been a real common thing over the years that keeps coming up with that. Aside from all the other amazing stories that
I'm gonna have to try that stuff out.
Yeah,
actually.
It's called Tygo.
Okay, and find that on kingdomofhealing.com too? Yeah,
THAI-GO. Yeah, it's
very cool.
It's delicious. And then they have a product called Super Orac that is some of those nutrients that are in the Tygo that's put into a capsule combination, and that has the curcumin in it that comes from the turmeric. And curcumin, they're even saying now that they're seeing pretty dramatic improvement with the test studies they've been doing with neurological disorders with curcumin, with the actual property of turmeric. So that is in the Super Orac, and that's ORAC. So, that can be found on the site as well.
Very cool.